Hey guys, this is my first video in a three-part series that I'll be doing in response to a question that I put out there last week. I had asked people to let me know what they're struggling with the most when trying to live their life their way. And today's video is going to cover the third most common struggle, and that is having not enough money. Now, I think that there are a couple of things going on with regards to this particular struggle. First is fear, which is actually the #1 struggle people have, and using lack of money as an excuse not to have to grow, expand, or put yourself out there. The second is not fully understanding how abundance actually works. So let's talk about the fear aspect first. I really think that it comes down to choices, resonant choices, and the fact that they scare the crap out of us. I think that we can tend to use money as an excuse not to be living our lives the way we truly want to. And as I said before, fear is the #1 reason that people aren't living their life the way they want to. So I think that not having enough money is actually an excuse not to have to change what isn't working, or begin to make expansive decisions and actually start to change our lives, because that can be really scary. When it comes down to it, when a person really wants to do or have something, they're gonna make it happen. Let's take a person who has a drinking problem as an example. They will always find a way to get alcohol. Or say a person who's addicted to cigarettes. Even if they're short on money, they're gonna find a way to get cigarettes. They're gonna make it happen. That's one of their priorities. Now, I've done a video in the past on making resonant choices over attractive choices. So basically, to summarize, resonant choices are what nourish us on a deep soul level, while attractive ones are more exciting, or on the flip side, safe choices that are akin to, say, eating junk food all day, essentially. Resonant choices aren't always the easy ones to make, and they cause us to grow and expand ourselves. And I think that we can use the excuse of not having enough money to not have to make those resonant choices. We really have to want it in order to make it happen. It has to be a priority. So be really honest with yourself. How skilled are you at making resonant choices for yourself in all aspects of your life? What are your priorities? Getting really, really clear about your priorities and where you want to spend your money, and what you want your life to look like is really important. What false beliefs are stopping you from making resonant choices for yourself? You need to really get clear about that and start filtering all of your choices through what it is you value most in your life. Get clear about your top 3 priorities and ask yourself the question: if I make this choice, will it bring me more or less in alignment with my values and what I really want my life to look like? The second issue I want to address is not understanding how abundance really works. Abundance is being able to do what you need to do when you need to do it. And that's a resonant thing. The how doesn't necessarily matter. The belief that we need to have a lot of money in order to do or have the things we want or need is actually blocking us from doing or having them. And yeah, like I said, when I talk about the things that we want to do or have, I'm speaking about resonant things, not attractive things. Things that nourish us on a deeper soul level and are in alignment with our objective desire function or our soul's purpose. We have an idea in our minds of how things should go, or how we should or could possibly receive or do something. And this actually blocks any other possibilities from occurring. So let's give an example. Say you put it out there that you need a new car, and you think that the only way to get said car is to earn more money, and you can't possibly imagine a way to earn more money at the moment. So you figure you're stuck with the car that you do have. Well, what if someone wanted to gift you a car? Or what if you could win a car? When you block these other possibilities, then Yeah, when we think that, another way is impossible, but the way that we receive something isn't for us to decide. When we put something out into the universe that is resonant and in alignment with our objective desire function, then the universe will conspire to make that happen, provided that we don't block it with our ideas of how it should happen. I use this example because this actually happened to my husband and I. We were in desperate need of a new car. We were about to have a baby, and we had this tiny little 2-door hatchback with no air conditioning, and we're living in Kelowna, and it's 40 degrees, and we don't even have room for for the car seat. And financially, we couldn't make it work at the time, but we put it out there anyway. And we were actually gifted a new vehicle, and it was way better than we could have imagined for ourselves. So, and I can think of so many examples in my life where things have manifested in an unexpected way. So start to think of times that this has happened for you in your life, when something manifested in an unexpected way. I also want to talk a bit about the evolution of our consciousness. This is really important. Initially, humans didn't see themselves as separate from the universe or nature. We just received wisdom without being conscious of it. So Chinese medicine is an example of this amazing wisdom and an old state of consciousness. Then, with the ancient Greeks, a split happened and philosophy was born. We started to see ourselves as separate from nature. We started to go deeper and deeper into materialism, and the scientific revolution was the epitome of this. And we started to operate from a state of lack, a lack of true knowledge. Now we need to start coming out of materialism and reconnecting with that wisdom, but in a conscious way, and start co-creating our lives with God or source energy or the universe or whatever you want to call it. Florence Scovel writes in her book, The Game of Life and How to Play It, really good book, to play successfully the game of life, we must train the imaginative faculty. A person with an imaginative faculty trained to imagine only good brings into his life every righteous desire of his heart. Health, wealth, love, friends, perfect self-expression on his highest goals. So start examining your choices. Ask yourself if they are resonant or attractive ones. If you haven't done so already, watch the video blog I did on this topic. I'll post the link below this video. Also, read Florence Scovel book, The Game of Life and How to Play It. It's such a good book. It's a great book to help you understand true abundance and how to start co-creating your life. I hope this video gave you something to think about and gave you some good tips. So stay tuned for my next video on the second most common struggle, which is not having enough time because of family commitments in particular. So I hope you enjoyed this and have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.